Why, hello there, first-time home buyer, or maybe you're looking to buy a second home or a third home, and in today's crazy market, I want to give you a few tips on buying a home. Number one is finances. Buying a house comes down to finances a lot of the time when it comes to making offers, whether you're approved, your debts, your income, having your paperwork submitted to a lender, having a pre-approval letter. All of these things go into you having a smooth transaction when purchasing a house. Work with a lender and see what you can afford. And remember, what you can afford and what the bank thinks you can afford are two different things. So you might be paying a lot in rent, but you might be able to afford $1,000 less in mortgage because of debts, or maybe you bought a car recently. So really work that out. And also know a bank is not your financial advisor. So just because you can hypothetically afford in the bank's eyes $2,500, sit down with your family, sit down with your spouse, or if it's yourself, sit down with yourself, have a cup of coffee and a glass of wine, and look at your finances and go, if I max this out and get a house for $2,500 a month, is this going to stress me out? Is this going to prolong some of my goals or investments? Is this going to be a stressful situation? That's the last thing you want. You want to move into a house and start a new chapter and enjoy. You don't want to be maxed out. So look over your finances. And also when it comes to the down payment, here's a big misconception. Some people will get a pre-approval or they'll run the numbers. They'll do an equation. I have a little video I'll link here. There's a little equation to see a ballpark number, what you can afford before talking to a lender. But the down payment can trip some people up. So if you're a first-time home buyer, it is possible for you to put down just 3%. In some cases, a conventional loan for 3%. Some people think a conventional loan is 20%. You can go as low as 3% down with a conventional loan. But let's just say on the low end that you are a first-time home buyer, you're putting down 3%. You're like, I'm going to buy a $500,000 home, 3%, so I only need $15,000 cash. I got $15,000 cash. I can do this right now. Well, there's a few other expenses that go into buying a home. So yes, you're going to pay, in this example, 3% down on a $500,000 house. You're looking at a $15,000 cash down payment, but you're also going to have closing costs, and the closing costs will vary. Again, I can't give you the exact thing for your purchase because everything's different, but a average ballpark number is about 3% as well. So that's an additional $15,000 in closing costs. Okay, so this isn't to like scare you if you're like getting cash together right now, but this is just to give you a real look at what is coming. So maybe you can start saving more, make some adjustments so that you're really ready and you don't live the next 3 to 6 months thinking, oh, I can do it in 6 months. And then you realize, oh crap, I should have been saving more these past 6 months now that I'm ready to buy. So you're looking about 6%. Now you're at $30,000. And then just a couple other things. I would add in 1 more percent just in case you're going to hire movers. Every time you move into a new house, even if it's perfect, you're going to see an empty corner. You're going to say, you know what would look good there? A little sofa table. You know what would look good there? A lamp. You know what would look good here? A blue wall. There's going to be things you're going to buy. So I would honestly say if you're going to do 3% down, have at least about 7 to 8% in cash that you're completely comfortable giving as an investment to get this going for you. So if it's 500,000, I would have at least 40 grand cash that you're 100% comfortable being like, I can do the 40K right now. Absolutely. I'm comfortable with the monthly payment. This is easy peasy. Let's go. So number one is financing, okay? Having all these ducks in a row, I promise you, makes it so easy. You find a house, you put in an offer, and if you're accepted, you're ready to go. Number two is know your area a little bit. Realtors are here to guide you and help you, but we don't have all the context. Yes, we're going to ask you questions. We're going to chat with you and figure out where you want to be, but we still don't know that feeling inside when you show up to a neighborhood or you look at a house or the way things are. We won't know until you tell us. So what can help the process move quicker and also guide your realtor? Go look at some areas, especially if you're local. If you're local, go drive by, go look at different cities. Have your realtor, or even if you don't have a realtor yet, go to Trulia, Zillow, Realtor.com and look at areas. Look at the Google Street View. Where do you want to live? Is a school important? Look at the schools. Call the schools in advance. Figure out enrollment. Figure out the schools. Do that research so that you know when it's time that this is our dream house. Our finances are in order. We're ready to go. And you're ready to put an offer in, but then you look at schools last minute and you go, oh, this isn't the school I wanted to go to, or, oh, there's not a grocery store within 15 minutes of this, or, oh, I didn't realize that X, Y, and Z. If it's possible, look 5-10 minutes a day and get familiar with the area. Number three, If you're purchasing with someone else, which most people are, have an honest conversation with one another about what your dream list is and what your make it or break it or deal breakers are. So what are those absolute no's with you? So you can have an actual deal breaker list, and you can have I really want and I really hope and I hope so, but it really helps move the process along. And as you start learning your properties, it's obviously okay. You're going to want to change and go, now that I've seen this, I definitely want a pool. Or now that I've seen this, I'm open to a 2-story. That's going to happen. But that's the cool part with your realtor of figuring that out along the road. The thing that helps is for you and your partner, your spouse, to truly be on the same page so that you can come together, talk with your realtor, and then magic is made, baby. Number 4 is going to be finding a lender and realtor. Shop around for lenders. I work with one personally, work with a couple that I can refer you if you're looking for one and want a referral. But there are lots of lenders, lots of banks, lots of options, and shop around. Some interest rates might be different. Debt to income ratios might be different types of loans. Really call and do your due diligence and find a lender that works for you. And here's my only other tip when it comes to the lender. Find one that's excited to help you and is going to be in communication. If it's really hard to get a hold of them now, it's going to be hard. You don't want that to be a problem when you're actually under contract and you're working with everybody. Find somebody who's like very efficient, answers your questions, that makes you feel good, that you feel educated when talking to them. And please ask the lenders questions about your finances and ask all the questions that you need to know, because it's important for you to be educated. Same thing when it comes to the realtor, especially if you're a buyer. In today's world, to be completely transparent with you, all realtors have the same access to everything. We're going to look on the MLS. You're going to be able to have access to Trulia and Zillow. We're all going to work together to find a home. If you're looking for a specific like investment property or something super niche, having an expert in the area can help. Me and my wife are experts in a couple areas, and then we're really knowledgeable about a lot of areas. But when it comes to buyers in this market, it's not that hard to just get together with a realtor that you enjoy spending time with and going and finding houses. So the number one thing that I would suggest when looking for a realtor is somebody, again, who's going to be patient, who's not only going to guide you, but educate you. The more knowledge you have when purchasing a home, the better decision you're going to make and the happier you're going to be. So you want someone guiding you who's just stress-free, who's awesome, who's got your back. So that would be my recommendation when looking for a realtor. Now, the last tip is going to be balancing your urgency and balancing your patience, okay? Especially in today's market. And to sum up this entire thing, it goes back to my number 1 tip. Going into this prepared, as the saying goes, luck favors the prepared mind. You're meant to be home when you're prepared. Your finances are ready, money in the bank, research the area, good relationship with your realtor. You're sitting back and you're like, look, I know what I want. I'm going to jump on an opportunity when I see it, but I'm also going to pull back if it's not perfect, but I'm ready. You're ready. It's just be prepared and strike when the opportunity presents itself and enjoy the process. You're buying a home. It's going to be awesome. So take these into consideration when it comes to purchasing your home so that you're well prepared and you can enjoy. So thank you for watching the video. If you're looking for a realtor and you live in Florida or you're moving to Florida, I know a great realtor, actually a couple of them, myself and my wife. I know I'm being biased, but we're here to help you. So let me know if there's anything I can do for you. Appreciate you checking out the video, and I'll see you on the next one.